Hey guys, so here's to my first YouTube ever video. My first video, already read by the title, is how I became a flight attendant and why. So this is also a reason why I'm doing YouTube now, because I want to show you guys how it's gonna be for me as a flight attendant, how my life's gonna change and where I'm gonna go, all the places in the world. I'm so excited. So yeah, so basically here's the story. Well, I have to start with when I was 15. I went to the US for 1 year and lived there with a host family, and there I sort of learned to speak English fluently, which was for me afterwards in school back in Germany much easier. And as a flight attendant, it's important to know and yeah, just have perfect English skills. Mine aren't perfect, to be honest, but they're decent, I guess. So that was like the first step to sort of, for me later, to decide like, do I want to do this? So then I went to school here again, and it didn't work out too well because I skipped one class or one grade, and that kind of sucked because I got worse and worse, and that kind of got me a little bit depressed, and I was like, I don't know what to do with my life afterwards. So then I thought about becoming a law student. I was like, yeah, that's kind of, I'm interested in politics and in all that stuff, so I was like, that should be fine for me. So I applied for so many schools because I knew that my GPA wasn't that good, and literally one school took me, but I know if I would live in that city, which is Munich, I wouldn't be able to afford a place to live, or at least afford a place to live by myself. I would have to live with other people, and I didn't really want that. I didn't feel comfortable with that. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, first plan didn't work out. I was like, great, that didn't work out. Then the second thing was, I was like, okay, so I was in the US before and I really loved it there. That was the only time ever that I was like 100% happy, sort of. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna study in the US and I'll try to find a scholarship and then I'll go back to the US. So I was looking for scholarships, and I actually got different kinds of scholarships offered, but they all were like still too expensive, or they all weren't enough to kind of pay for all my expenses in the US. So I was like, I still can't afford to go to college in the US. Second plan didn't work out. Then I had the whole time, or since I'm little, I had one plan in the back of my mind, or the back of my head. I was like, there's one thing that I really, really, really love to do, and that was singing. So I went to the Voice of Germany, and after the first round, they were like, okay, no, I'm sorry. But I also know that kind of didn't give my best, so I'm like, okay. But afterwards I was like really thinking like, no, I guess singing is not for me. Then I recorded a song with the producer, and that sort of didn't work out as well either, and I was like, alright, none of the things that I really want to do are working out. So I was just working at that warehouse for some months, and that job was fine, I guess, and you earned a good amount of money, but it wasn't the job that I wanted to do for my whole life. It was just like short term, sort of. And then my sisters were like, so we're gonna apply to become a flight attendant, and they did that before at Lufthansa, and I was like, I guess I'm gonna do it too, just because like I don't have anything to lose now. So I applied, and also my sisters were like, you have to do this, you have to apply because your English is fluent and you love to travel, which is really true. Like traveling is like definitely one of my favorite things to do. So we're like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna apply. And we went to that interview thing, which went a whole day, a whole Sunday, and I got the job. But then I was like, okay, let's find an apartment that I can afford in Munich, because Munich is definitely the most expensive city in whole Germany. I was like, bro, how am I gonna do this? So I was looking and looking and looking, and I was like becoming really sad, because I was like, no, like you don't earn that much money as a flight attendant to afford like a crazy big apartment, or actually to afford any apartment in Munich. And I got really upset, and I was like, how am I gonna do this? Like, I really want this, I really want an apartment there, I really want to do this job, but I feel like I can't afford my life there. So I started to decide, okay, maybe I'm just not gonna do this. I'm gonna study something that I at least sort of like, and later on I will see what I'm gonna do with my life. But that didn't really make me happy, and all my family members were like, you have to do this, go on, like you will find something, or maybe you have to like make a compromise and live together with some people. And I just, like I said before, like I'm not comfortable with living with so many people that I don't know. Like I know that lots of people do that. I personally wasn't really comfortable with it, so I was like, I don't think I can do this. So I kept looking, and then one day I just got lucky, and this lady called me that she had an apartment that I could look at, and I looked at it last week, and it was getting renovated right now, which is like great, because usually you don't get apartments that are getting renovated right now, and you are the first one to move in afterwards. So I'm really excited, I'm really happy, and now I can finally like calm down and can just look forward to what's gonna happen next. And I hope you guys are also looking forward to what's going to happen next, and I'll definitely keep you updated on my next moves and what's gonna happen next. And maybe you want to see my apartment, or want to know how the interview went at Lufthansa, or basically I think most of the flight attendant jobs have sort of the same interviews. So if you want to know more about that, I can definitely tell you more. So yeah, so if you probably haven't, so if you guys haven't subscribed my channel yet, do that now. Do that down here, like, comment and share please. This is my first video, and I hope to inspire and have more guys see it, or guys and girls watch my videos. And I'm really excited for the next video. I'm gonna tell you guys on my Instagram, Snapchat and Facebook when my next video is gonna come up. It's always gonna be a Sunday, or at least I'm trying to always make it a Sunday. As a flight attendant, it's not always easy to do that at the same time, but I'll try to. So yeah, I'll try to do that, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions on what the next videos are gonna be about, tell me, and follow me on Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.